Welcome to Small Town Big Mouths podcast, where our three hosts will be unraveling tales about dating and life in general that will have you laughing, nodding your head, and even cringing in sympathy. So sit back, buckle up, and get ready for the ride.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Small Town Big Mouths. This is Misty, a.k.a. Dolce.
And hello, this is Amber, your one and only, back at it.
And this is Nikki, your resident bartender. So we've kind of changed a few things up and we wanted to let you guys know. First of all, instead of doing like a current event, we're going to do something that's going to be more of like, let's call it a consumer report for better lack of words.
Yay!
Yeah.
No.
I mean, we're going to talk about like something that we purchased that maybe is interesting or maybe you don't know about or something that's new to you or new to us. So we'll call it our guinea pig segment. Mm-hmm. So we'll be like guinea pigs for learning something new. And also there was something else we were going to do that was going to be new. We're going to be going live. We're going to not going live. I'm sorry. We're going to be, we're going to record ourselves and it will be, you'll be able to see us instead of just hearing us. We've gotten a lot of, we don't know who's talking. We want to make sure that everyone knows who's saying what. We introduce ourselves, but then at the end of the, it's our voices kind of all sound alike, I think, in a little bit of a way.
We're all loud.
Yeah, we're all loud. We're all obnoxious,
Not I.
Anyway, so we're going to do not live, but it'll be recorded and you'll be able to see us and see our reactions and our facial expressions and everything going on. So with our new segment, our guinea pig, I want to talk about, and I know this has been out for a while, but I bought a BlendJet.
And it is from where?
It's from Costco. And it was on sale. So normally you go to like Kohl's. I think I saw it was like $49 for one. I got two for $49 at Costco.
And they were the same brand?
Same brand. One is turquoise and one is black. But what started me on this was it's a cool little blender. I actually took it to work the other night and someone was like, oh, could you make me a margarita? And I'm like, well, I fucking guess I could. The only thing that I don't like about it, let me start with that, is you can only make, I think I did like 4 shakes and then I had to charge it. And it is a USB, what is it? The C, like the phone.
C drive.
C charger. So it's not a big deal to charge it. It charges super fast. I think like 30 minutes and it was charged. But I was a little disappointed because I was at work and it was like my fourth shake of the, 2 shakes a day is what I do. So it was my second day. I was on my last shake and I'm like, what the fuck? The light kept coming on and I thought,
charge me.
Yeah, I thought ice was stuck in it. But then I had to go back and read the manual. It's like, oh, when it's purple and red, that means that it needs to be charged. So I was like, oh, duh, you need to charge it. And my friend said it's because if I didn't show you guys without anything in it, but when it goes, it's such a surge of like that it uses a lot of power.
Do you use that?
No.
Okay.
I know.
Just checking.
Just so you guys know, I pulled it out at work the other day when I was
That's
working.
what he said.
Yeah.
I pulled it out at work the other day and my friend Bobby Joe, she goes, oh, that sounds like my toy.
And then I was going to also ask, is it also battery operated?
No, it is charged only.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. But I started using it because I'm really trying to be on this fitness journey. And so I do it's real easy. I put one thing of, I just told the girls, I put one Premier Protein thing in there, a little bit of PB Fit, and a couple of ice cubes blended up. It's 40 grams of protein. So
I need to get on that program. I've been slacking on my macking.
Yeah, it's so good. Well, and I preach this all the time because it was
know.
preached to me. Protein, 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 protein. And it's a lot of protein. So 40, I do 2 of them a day. So that's 80 grams of protein right there. Done.
Yeah, just in 2 shakes.
Yeah, and so good. You guys tried it?
I did.
Very good.
Yeah. It tastes good, and it's only freaking 2 ingredients. I mean, count the ice, that's 3, but still 2 ingredients, and it tastes delicious.
Yeah, and now you got a portable little mixer.
Yeah, and it's cool. I mean, like I said, it doesn't last a whole long, but if you had like I guess if you were taking it somewhere and you had like a car charger, you could charge it in your car.
That's what I was thinking, like camping or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
you could do it that way.
You could definitely do it that way.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
yeah. So
it is nice not having to buy batteries all the time,
Yes.
too. Like, shit, they're expensive.
And I feel like when I make my shit in a blender, I make way more than I should be drinking. Do you ever make like a blended shake or anything?
I don't like to do dishes, so I try to stay away from stuff like that.
Okay, well here's
No, but then I pop it back in the fridge and I save it
here's
for
a
later.
hack for you. You don't have to do dishes. Here's what you do: empty it out, rinse it out real quick, put a little bit of dish soap in it, put a little bit of warm water, put it back on the blend stand, hit the blender. It's clean, dump it out,
Ma'am,
rinse it.
that sounds like a lot of work.
It's really not. It takes like 1 minute.
I'm just giving you shit.
It takes like 1 minute. So there's your hack for that. So now, moving forward, today's episode.
Red flags!
Ah!
Alert, alert, abort.
Yeah. Run as fast as you can.
Yes.
So we did Amber did a live on Facebook. She got some input. We did something on our Small Town Big Mouths Facebook group. I think each of us posted something on our own Facebook pages.
Yes.
So
I'm going to say this real quick. If you don't already follow us on our personal pages, go do that, because I think I'm going to start doing lives more. And we don't necessarily have to be Facebook friends. I'm more familiar with Facebook, so I will probably go Facebook Live. So if you follow me, you'll be able to see it. And, I'm definitely friendly, so please interact.
And you can find her at Amber Love.
Amber Love 44, I believe it is.
Amber Love 44, what's that?
I think that's my Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. You're just Amber Love to me.
Or maybe that's my Venmo.
Hey, that too.
Send her some money.
I mean, but either way,
That's
go
not
to
a red
Small
flag.
Town Big Mouse. You'll find me on there because I post on there too.
So who wants to start out with some red flags?
So I don't mind starting.
Okay.
I do want to shout out to.
And these are from your live, or these are from?
This is from my posting on the website or our Facebook page. And I just asked people what are red flags, and I got some comments. I want to say that Trinidad, a friend of mine, I know he listens. So hey, Trinidad, and thank you for always being supportive. He said a red flag would be having an OnlyFans page, any type of dating site profile. I mean, how do you meet people these days?
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
No, but seriously.
I mean, I'd rather meet somebody in person, though.
I would too, but it's very difficult sometimes. So my question is, if you're dating and that person still has it, okay, that is a red flag.
Yes,
but
definitely.
Sometimes that's how you have to find people.
He says a reputation of sleeping around.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely don't want to be sleeping with anybody that I know has slept with. Wandering eyes while on a date. Well, damn, that girl might have a nice booty. I don't know. Lack of empathy for less fortunate people. Definitely. Smoking cigarettes. Stop hating. I'm a smoker, so sorry, Trinidad. No. And he got lucky because he met somebody that he's dating through a mutual friend. So congratulations to him and her. But Trinidad, I so appreciate your red flags. And I see your green flags as well. So we will share those on another episode. Another one, my friend Rochelle says, red flags, when they talk more about themselves instead of trying to get to know you. So that's
huge.
Yeah. I guess it depends on the date. When somebody is talking, because I don't want to feel like I just want it to be mutual.
Right.
But sometimes I went on a date recently and I kind of felt like before we went bowling, he was talking too much in a sense. I mean, it's all good information. It wasn't bad, but, and maybe I just need to insert
myself. Do you
myself.
feel like they're talking too much because they're bragging?
No, he wasn't bragging.
Okay.
No.
I met this person. She was bowling and I stopped by there and just had a quick hello with them. And then I was there for like 10 minutes, whatever. He seemed very nice. He didn't seem like a bragger.
No.
But you've been on dates, probably all of us.
Yeah.
Where they are talking a lot, but it's bragging. And
Yeah.
that's a red flag for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if they talk a lot, I can squash that as nervousness. Yeah, because I know I can get that way. So if I'm thinking, okay, there's all these other boxes that are checked with this person, I'll think, let me give it a chance with a second date and see if they're still this way. Now, if they're still going that route, I'm probably, because you need to be asking me questions. You need to be engaging. Right?
Don't you want to know about me?
Yeah.
That was another red flag was not being interested in someone, like lack of interest.
Not asking the questions. Right. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I still have a lingering cough.
Amber has West Nile. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
I have West Nile. That's what the guy said. I was like, dude, if you don't want to go out with me, it's fine. He's like, no, I don't care.
He's
I'm
like,
all
bring
right,
your
cool.
West Nile over here. That's real sexy when you cough.
Yeah. He's like, come here, baby. So another red flag, I have to say this one from my friend Sarah. She goes, when they don't grab the check immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that means they don't have chivalry.
Yeah.
You need
That's
to
a red
court
flag
us.
to me. Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, I'll always offer. I'm like, I'll pay half. And then,
Yeah.
like, I've had guys say, okay, like, I'm not going to go out with you again. Now, if we're, like, together, and, like, we're in a relationship, like, yeah, let me pay sometimes. You know, I don't think a man should always have to pay. It's just way too expensive today.
I feel like that's part of being interested, though. I feel like if you're interested in me, you'll want to take me to dinner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a question because this is actually from my text message. This is like personal right here.
Yes.
It was a guy.
Share the deets.
I know, because I want to know if you guys think this would be a red flag. Because
Okay.
I took it as a yes.
You thought it was a red flag.
I did.
Okay.
So I said, I sent a picture with me and my girlfriends. I said, well, I'm thankful for my girls because it seems like you aren't interested. That's what I said. And I did a laughing face. Took a whole nother day for him to respond. And he says,
That's already a red flag.
it's already a red flag.
Yeah.
But look at the response. I've never heard
You
this
were waiting
before.
for the response
Well,
after
yeah.
the picture.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't get it until like the next day. It's not that I'm not interested. I told you I'm not bothering people. I've never been that way. I'm sure we'll hang out again at some point.
I take that as a lack of interest.
What
That's
the
a red
fuck?
flag.
That's a red flag.
No, does he have lack of confidence? He's just not really interested in, I wouldn't say into you. I think maybe he's just not really, doesn't want to put the effort forward.
For me,
Doesn't want to put the effort to date.
Yeah.
Yes.
For me,
in general,
I understand
huh?
the not bothering because my hours are different than everyone else. So, like, I feel like if I'm up during the day and I'm texting you, you may be at work, I may be bothering you. So I may say, oh, I don't want to bug you.
Okay.
I may say that. But if they say back, oh, you're not bugging me, you can text anytime, then I'm like, okay, they're interested. But if they come back with something else, then I'm like, okay. And then they don't text me later, then I'm like, okay.
Do you want to know what my response was?
Yes, I do.
I said, you asking would not be bothering me. I am on the app to meet someone who is interested in doing things, and I'm more than an at some point gal. You seem sweet. I'm sure you'll find her.
Good response.
No, that's a good
Then
response.
cut it off.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just hard because
Wait, I have to know. Did he say anything back?
No.
Okay.
he's not putting the effort forward.
No, that's
and
exactly.
he shouldn't be on a dating app. But you know what? For me too, I'm on dating apps. I really don't get on there very often. I have it because I promote the podcast. I put our logo and stuff up there. But when I do get on there, like, it's really not fair because even if I match with somebody, like, I'm really not on there. I don't have notifications on. And
you've even said you're enjoying singlehood right now.
I just enjoy my life. And when I have downtime, I don't necessarily want to be around anybody. Like, let me lay in bed and veg. Like, if you want to, like, DoorDash me some food, great. But, like, I don't want to feel like I have to talk to you, explain to you what I'm doing or why I want to be alone.
So then I'm going to ask you this, Amber. Then why even go on the app? Because I'm saying this because I'm actually, like, ready now. Like, I've been single for a while. I'm ready. I'm dating with a purpose.
Yeah.
And that will just bug me. Or it does bug me because obviously he's kind of where you are, I think, right?
Notifications aren't on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's not putting in the effort. He's, like, enjoying where he's at. And I'm like, well, you're wasting my fucking time.
Was that message you sent him with the picture through the app?
No, through text.
Okay.
We actually have already...
I'll respond to text messages all day.
Okay. We went on a date. I went to his house.
So this was after you had went on a date?
Yes.
And went to his house? 2 dates?
Went to his house on the way out with me going in with my friends. And it was nothing sexual. It's been just, there was a little smooch at the end of his house. That was it. Everything went great and fine. But I did feel his energy didn't match mine. I feel like he's an introvert. I feel like he's a homebody. And so I was already kind of feeling that way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then these texts, I think, proved more so.
Was he local?
He's local. Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah.
think for me, like, going back to the question, is I'm looking for somebody that it just has to be, like, right away. Like if we exchange a few messages on the app and it's not like anything, or you're not like, hey, I want to meet you.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
I close the app and I'm done.
And we did go right away. We went from the app to text to date right away. It all moved quick, which I like.
Who asked for the phone number?
Good question. While you guys go on to the next red flag, I'll research.
Yeah, and I want to see who this is so I can stay away from this loser.
Yeah. He's young.
You like them young guys.
I don't mind them young, but
I always do like 38 to like 45.
Well, he was 39. He's right up your alley.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. I have young ones reach out to me, and I'm just like,
maybe I just need to go for like younger 30s, I guess.
I guess. I mean, you know,
I just want to have a good time. Like, where's my best friend at?
Okay, I pulled it up pretty quick. He's like, hey, how are you? He was the first to come at me. We were talking for a while.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you doing? Sorry for the late response. I'm not really on here much. Like an Amber.
Mm-hmm. Pulling an Amber.
And then here's me. Well, since you're not fucking on here because I wanted to get the ball rolling. Yeah. All good. Here's my number. And then he texted me first.
Okay.
And it went like that. And it went pretty quick. I mean, look. Yeah. That was quick. Yeah.
So
I'm telling
smart.
Amber, it probably went maybe 4 days, you guys. Yeah.
So, but that's smart though. You're like, okay, cool. Like, I'm obviously attracted to you from your pictures or your profile. So you're not on here. Cool. I'm going to shoot you my number. I really don't match with a whole lot of people because I don't get on there, and I'm a super left swiper.
You're a super swiper?
I'm a super left swiper.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You know how it says super swipe.
Super swipe.
Yeah. So I always swipe left, and then sometimes I do it so bad or so fast
and you
that
can't
I'm like,
rewind.
Yeah, I don't pay for that shit.
No,
so
I've done that too. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, I'm like, God damn it, that was probably the one. Yeah. So so yeah. If after a few messages, I mean, I have given out my number. I'm a little bit more selective now because now I got a million numbers in my phone because I don't delete shit.
Same.
And I'm like, I got receipts. If I delete your number, like, I'm fucking through with you.
I'm the same.
So I have to ask this because you said you swipe left sometimes so fast.
Yeah.
Have you ever swiped? Because this is how, and I just want everyone to know. I just read some texts from a dude. Some kind of crazy stalkerish. Like, I don't know why I haven't blocked him yet. It's actually to the point where it's funny. But I was swiping left. And then I swiped left on a guy. And then I was like, oh, shit, bring that back. And then I swiped right to try and bring it back. Even though I know you can't, but my mind was just moving so fast. That's how I swiped right on this guy that I showed you guys.
Oh,
that is like now... You know, oh, he saw a picture of me paddleboarding. He's like, is that the Merced Lake? And in my head, I'm like, no, that's Kirkhoff. Merced Lake, I don't even know where the fuck that is. You know what I mean? And he's like, oh, you're in my backyard. Oh, you're right down the street. Oh, this is meant to be. Oh, this is destiny. Oh, why don't you answer me? Just like, it's like
Weirdo.
All these messages every day. And I probably do just need to block him out of there. But now it's like, it's kind of entertaining to me. I'm just like, what's he going to come up with next?
You're like, I'm not doing anything else.
I am literally not doing anything else.
I might as well.
Let's see. We talked about another red flag was love bombing, and then once Misty mentioned that, I think someone mentioned that to you, and so here was an interesting take that I took on it.
So I'll do a shout out to my girl Kara. Thank you, Kara, for chiming in, and I'm gonna have you listen because I said your name.
Yeah, thank you, Kara. So along with that, love bombing is interesting because that's a narcissist behavior. And if you look at most of the red flags I was just pointing out to the girls, they're mostly narcissist behaviors. You know, being jealous, being disrespectful, not being able to trust someone, no communication, disregard for boundaries, anger issues. Those are all like narcissistic things.
Right.
So they kind of go hand in hand. I did have one of my girls, Wendy Massey is her name. She's on my Facebook. She said a red flag for her is if the gentleman gives his children too much information, like tells them all about his life, all about things that are going on. I really think that it needs to be, personal until the kids know you at least. I don't know. I still don't want my information to be given to your kids, really.
Like,
I don't know.
How old are the kids?
I don't know because I don't know the situation that she's in, and I feel like she used to come in a lot with this guy, and I haven't seen her in a long time, and some of the stuff she's posting, now I'm wondering if they're still together, but I just haven't asked. Yeah, so Any more red flags, girls?
Yes, I have some that, again, Kara, because she had said a lot, which Amber disagreed with, but talking dirty, like, right away.
Oh.
I joke around like that, so... I mean,
we do it on the podcast, too.
Okay, but do you
that's
think
my personality.
it's different if a female does it than a male, though?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, right?
I can do it all day. But if a man does it first, I'm like...
Okay, let's say you're on a date. You guys are having dinner. You're having a hot dog. Don't ask me why. I don't like hot dogs. But let's say you're having hot dogs. And you go, and he's like, oh, yeah, baby. Eat that hot dog. Are you annoyed?
It's probably all about the tone of voice. And like what's going it's
yeah, and
it's situational.
Like, the flavor
okay,
of
let's
him.
say he.
And if I liked him, I might be like, okay. No.
Let's say it's.
I'm like, I charge.
It's not in a joking, tone.
Then
it's
I'd be
more
like, what the
a
fuck?
Sexual. Yeah. See, I just don't. I can't. I don't. Yeah. If he's joking,
probably,
I'm all talk anyways. Like I talk a lot of shit.
It probably what? Yeah.
Give me the ick.
It give me it. If he was joking and we laughed and then he laughed about it and he's like, no, I'm just kidding. Then I would be like, okay. But if it happened more than once during our first date, I'd be like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
I'm with you, Nikki, on that one. Let's see. Right here, of course, I mean, this is a no-brainer. The ghosting.
Yeah.
Like, even when we were talking about the text message, you're like, that's already a red flag. He got back to you the next day.
Yes.
Like, the no interest.
I'm not saying that it has to be like, okay, he's sitting on his phone waiting to respond, but it took you 24 hours?
No, but I also know his hours already, and I know he was off work.
Right.
He does have 12-hour shifts.
Right.
And I know he wasn't working. So, yeah, I mean, that was a red flag to me as well.
Yeah.
And then this one was a good one because I don't think we talk about this enough, and I don't think enough people give them, is like not respecting your clear boundaries.
Yes.
And I know that I should give more boundaries than I do. I'm not really good at that.
Me either.
Yeah, because I'm so kind of free spirit and happy-go-lucky, and I need to get better at that. So, with this being said, you said me neither. I'm like me neither. Amber has clear boundaries.
Yes.
We know.
Why do you say that?
Because we know you. So
what are my boundaries?
We need the audience to know you.
What do you think my boundaries are?
I think that's partially... No, that's what I want you to talk about. Because we're not giving the clear boundaries as much as probably you are. So what are some of your boundaries? And then what would mean a red flag if he disrespected them?
I don't feel like I have a lot of boundaries, but I mean, maybe that's just me.
But if you did, they would be known. That's what I feel like.
Yes. I'm more of the... You cannot be jealous. Don't try to tell me what to do. Like, I feel like I communicate a lot. So, like, if I say, like, oh, I'm going to be home tonight. Like, I don't need you texting me. Or I don't want to feel like I have to text you back right away. Like, for instance, my new friend, right? He's got a pretty busy schedule. I don't hear from him every day. It's like every other day or maybe a couple days in a row. But I'm like, because we were maybe going to get together last night. And I was like, hey, you know what? Both my girls are finally home tonight. I'm going to stay home and I'm going to cook dinner. And he's like, go ahead. Have a good night with your kids. And I haven't heard from him. But probably tomorrow I'll hear from him. And that's fine. Like, I actually like that.
Yeah.
I really like that because I don't want somebody up my ass.
But is this some guy that you are actively, like, pursuing for a relationship?
It's definitely, if I saw him on the app, I would swipe left.
She met him in person.
I met him in person. Super cool, super fun guy, great personality.
Yeah.
She met him.
Yeah.
So, has his shit together, has his own house. The only, like, really red flag, it's not even a red flag. He has littler kids. Yeah. They're a little bit younger, under 10. So that for me is like, my kids are pretty independent and do what they want. So I don't have to worry about that. I mean, is he my type? No. But is his personality my type? Definitely. So then meeting him the way I have and seeing who he is, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, maybe the app, like, you judge everybody off what you're attracted to.
Yes.
And so maybe that's been the problem the whole time.
I think that people bring that up, though, because the apps are so superficial, right? We're
Yes,
not
it is.
meeting them. We're really going off of. But I also feel like I'm pretty strict on my apps. Like, you guys know, I have all this preferences, right? But I feel like, hey, I meet people day to day in the real world that might be not my preference, but because their personality is so wonderful, we click. So at least when I'm on the app, I am going to go for my preference.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I need to weed out somehow. And, like, if I meet these people organically, that's cool. Like,
But you may say, like, yeah, I want a guy that's a homeowner. Yeah, I want this. I want that. He has to have this. The chances of all that happening are not really that great. So meeting somebody organically and basing a relationship off their vibe and the connection there, I think is way different because, I mean, obviously you can meet somebody like that lives at home with their mom and you're going to be like, hell no. Like, obviously. But it also leaves, even if I met this guy and he wasn't a homeowner and didn't have a great job, I'd be like, oh, he's still like a good time. Like, you know, I would still give it a chance.
but see, like, for me, that would be the cherry on top because for me, it is all about the energy and the vibe. So I'm thinking, cool, left, right. Oh, okay, this one actually checks off all these things. Now we meet in person. What if we do match energy vibe? Then I'm like, whoa, I got it all. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So that's kind of where I'm at, I guess.
But
with
how many
apps.
dates do you go on off the app?
I mean, it ebbs and flows, to be real. Like, I'll push pause for 2 weeks and not do anything.
How many dates in total in the last few years have you been on from the
Oh,
app?
fuck, I can't even count.
Like 100?
No, not 100.
No.
No.
I'm like,
In
just
like a
wondering-
couple years? Oh, God, maybe, I don't know, 30?
Oh,
Maybe
okay.
30.
3.
3.
Me.
Yeah,
3.
you.
Nikki, 3.
Nikki 3. Me off the app.
We should have said 6. Nikki 6.
I don't think I've been on it. Maybe
Did
the
you
last-
not meet, what's his name?
No. Nope.
The
Not
one
on
you went to
app.
Vegas with?
Yep, nope.
Where did you meet him?
Facebook.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It wasn't
But
on app.
I feel like Facebook, in a way, is a form of a dating app. Because when they start to come in and DM, and that now we're going there.
Well,
It's
I
just
want
like
to see
a
your
dating-
motherfucking profile.
But they're seeing your profile too, you know what I mean?
That's
they're-
fine.
Yes,
I'm an open book.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying is they're actually, it's more of an organic than
Right.
a dating app because they're actually seeing the stuff you're putting on Facebook, which for a lot of people, you know, I call it fake book for a reason. It's not, it's
Yeah.
the best of the best is what you're putting up there. It's not your whole life, but it is more of a glimpse into your life than a dating app would be.
Right. So when I see people trying to friend me that is like brand new, I'm like, who are you? Like, do I know you? And they're like, no, I just, people I might know. And I'm like, yeah, no, your profile's 3 days old.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like, keep on
I'm like, you can follow
scrolling.
me though.
What I do like about being more organic, if you will, using Facebook, I do like that you get to see mutual friends.
Yes.
And then them commenting on other photos of your friends. So
Yes.
you know, like, oh, this person's fucking real.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the dating apps.
Yes.
Oh, I will say this. We're in the Central Valley area. I have noticed, new guy from San Jose, you are fake. New guy from San Jose.
Okay.
San Jose must be where they come out of.
The men in San Jose are gorgeous and tall.
No, but there's so many fake ones. And you
There
can
are a lot of
tell.
fake ones.
The pictures are too crisp clear. They're traveling all over the world. They're fine
Oh
as
yeah,
fuck.
any of that.
I think it changes too because this is what is so hilarious. We just recently took a trip to Tahoe. On our way home from Tahoe, we're driving, and there I may have showed you. I don't know if I showed. I know I didn't show you, but I may have showed you. We're driving, and it's like fucking nothing but just like, you know, mountains, not mountains, but hills with like dead grass, dead. You know, it's like nothing. It's like dead. We're driving. I look over. I'm like, oh my God, look at that. It's like this cute little street. And when you look down the street, it looks like fucking Mayberry RFD. So I said, pull over here. So Lisa and I pull over.
No, you posted this
And
little town on
Copperopolis.
Facebook.
It is called
Yeah.
Copperopolis.
Okay, guys, pop up there. they do, girl.
And listen,
What the
when it was
hell?
first going on, I was like, Copperopolis. This fucking shit sounds fake as hell. Let me tell you something. It is a real town.
What's going on there?
It is a gorgeous little town. And when you look at it's just like, I don't know if they call it downtown or whatever they call this area. It's you drive in, it's one little street, it's a roundabout, and it's all, the businesses look fake as hell. This dude was standing outside, this old man walking his dog, and I'm like, excuse me, do you live here? And he goes, we were looking for a place close to Stockton, and we came to this place because we didn't want to live in Stockton. It's 40 miles, da-da-da. And I was like, oh, okay. He goes, above the hotel is on the bottom. It says something else above it, like town hall or something. And the top floors are condos that people buy. He goes, my wife and I bought a condo up there. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was an old man. And I said, this shit looks fake. And he leans over and he goes, you know, this is the set of the Truman Show. And I was like, it is? And then my friend Lisa's like, yeah. She goes, I could see that. And then all of a sudden he starts laughing. He goes, I'm just kidding. Because it fucking everything, it looked like the back lot of Paramount, dude. It was like, it looked
clean.
Like, yeah, and it looked like if you walked around, it was just like held up with like beams. You know what I mean? It looked fake as hell.
Okay, so I got to ask you, were there fine guys walking around?
Okay, so this is where I was going with this. Yeah. We went into this pizza place. And we ordered some pizza. We start talking to the people. I'm like, where do you live? The girl's like, oh, I live in Murphy. People that work there. Oh, I live in Murphy's. I text the guy, where do you live? He goes, I live in, oh my God, not Ceres.
Jamestown.
No, he lived in Ripon.
Oh, Ripon.
Ripon.
Yeah.
He goes, I live in Ripon. And I was like, Ripon? And I'm like, that's
Modesto.
like, it's like I said, that's like an hour away almost. He's like, it's 45 minutes. He goes, but there's another one of these pizza places. He goes, the people that own this own the one in Ripon. And they opened this one here. And I was like, oh, okay. The pizza was phenomenal. The food was amazing. It was really good. The town is clean as hell. But then he starts telling me, I go, what the fuck do people do in this town? I've met people, I've talked, like I start asking people, do you live here? Do you live here? Do you live here? No, but the girl in the hotel, because we took a tour of one of the rooms in the hotel, which by the way, the room is $230 fucking a night. And I'm just
there's like nothing to do.
For what? Well, then they tell me there's a golf course. Well, you can't see it from the road. Oh. But so I Google it, right? I Google and I like look at it. There's a fucking badass lake, like super nice. Then I start looking at the homes in the area. $1 million homes.
There you go.
The least expensive home I found there for sale was $795,000.
So when the guys are from Copperopolis, swipe right.
But see, are they real? That's what I want to know. Are they real?
Only one way to find out.
I think we need to go visit that lake.
So, I think so too.
Talking about
the lake is pretty.
Talking about opening up dating apps in a different area. So when I went to Arizona, I was like,
yes,
because I have Russell's family's out there. It's my family, and they want me to move out there. Excuse me. And so I'm like, let me see what's out here. Everybody was over 6 foot, and these guys were fucking gorgeous. And I'm like, okay, I'll move out here just for the men. No, I didn't say that. But
why do you think I want to move?
But I mean, I don't know. I was just like, oh wow, because like in Fresno, there's nothing here.
You can't.
Sorry if anybody's listening from here. There's nothing here. You're all 5'5".
Yeah.
Sorry.
or they're married, or they're not interested.
Amber sounds like me now.
I mean, I'm 5'7". Okay, I need at least 5'10's the shortest.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm 5'2", and I still went over 6 foot.
And
I know.
Like, I'm not some skinny mini either. So like, I need a
man with meat.
A man.
I'm an alpha. I need a man that's bigger than me and that is an alpha.
Yes.
That's one thing about. I have not met anybody like. What's his? I don't know what a nickname for him yet. I'm gonna say Mr. Sequoia.
Oh, I like that name.
Mr. Sequoia.
He's definitely 6'2".
An
alpha. He's definitely bigger than
alpha,
you.
Yeah.
He's definitely. I think he's just all your type, except for, like you said, if you saw him on a dating app, you wouldn't have swiped right.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Let me show you a picture.
I gotta
while you talk.
Please do. I'll chime in on this.
Watchers know him.
Nikki and I are Bravo people, and I was just listening to a podcast with Lindsay Hubbard. Remember Lindsay and Carl split? Within a year, she's pregnant, right?
She is?
You didn't know?
No.
Yeah, she's pregnant. It's not Carl's. But she said, I'm fucking out. She got out of New York, and she goes, I need a real man. And where'd she go? Nashville, Tennessee. She goes, I got to go to the South. I need to go where they have, ranches. They bale some hay. She goes, and sure enough, she found herself a dude, and now she's pregnant. And I said to myself, Like, yeah, we don't have that here. And it's crazy because we do have ranches and we do have farms.
Yeah. No, we do.
But we don't have, like, those good down country boys. It's almost like we should, but the West Coast took it out of them.
Right.
Right?
And I feel like the ones that are, they already have a family. They already have found their person and they're already, you know, I don't know. It's just.
But 50% of marriages don't work. So
I
what
know.
happened?
I know.
Where'd they go when the marriage didn't work?
They're scared to date. I don't know. They're not on dating apps. And where do you find them organically? Because they're probably out, you know, doing their ranch work.
Cooperopolis golfing.
Copperopolis golfing. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, girls, we could take a trip out to Copperopolis. I have no problem with it. I'll drive us there. And we could drive around that lake. The lake, I can't even think of the name of it, but it's so crazy because you can't see any of it from the highway. All you see is this little roundabout town, I'm going to call it. And when they were explaining everything to me, I'm like, where the hell is that at? They're like, oh, it's 5 miles down the road. And I'm like, or 5 minutes down the road. And I'm just thinking,
what's
it's
down the road?
5 minutes down the road, but yet I can't see it. I feel like it's a hidden gem because you couldn't even see houses. Literally, all you could see is this little roundabout town.
I want to say I've been there before.
It's insane. I was like tripping out on it. For years I thought it was fake.
Yeah.
Whenever someone had it like on a dating app when they were from Copperopolis, I was like, left. That's not real. Who are you, Superman? I thought that's where like Superman
New
came from.
Malone's Lake. New Malone's.
Yes.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yes.
Because it's a popular lake. It is very popular. In fact,
it's a finger lake. It's very big and like it has fingers on it.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but
sounds like a good time.
they have a nice
That's what she
ass
said.
like bar and stuff on that lake.
Yes.
Yeah. This is a one to go to.
Yes.
You guys, let's go. Rent jet skis. Let's go before summer's done.
Let's.
We should.
I have no problem doing that.
Let's do
That
it.
sounds like a good time, girls.
Yes.
And it's like an hour and a half from here, 2
And
hours
see, it's
maybe.
near Jamestown.
Yes.
Yep, it's up there near Sonora, all the things.
Nobody I met lived there, though. That's what was crazy to me. That's what I kept tripping out on. Like, everyone that worked there. But I'm guessing because these people work in these places, they can't afford to live there.
Yeah,
the one chick worked in the hotel. The people that worked at the pizza place. There was 2 other little bars there that I wanted to check out. But we were, after the pizza and a drink, we were like, okay, let's just get home. Because after we ate... we didn't even have pizza. I'm sorry. We had these breadsticks, but I'm not kidding you. They were the best breadsticks I've ever fucking had outside of Oklahoma, Norman, Oklahoma. There's a place called Pinocchio's. They have the best breadsticks I've ever had in my life. I already got it.
Pinocchio's.
Actually,
I'm kind of hungry, guys.
Yeah. She said, speaking of breadsticks.
I totally can use a meal.
A male?
That too.
Oh,
She said a male.
A
Just
male
checking.
or a meal.
So should we wrap up this?
Red flag.
Yeah.
I am a whole red flag, okay? I'm going to warn everybody right now. I'm a fucking walking red flag. And if you don't like
Why
it,
do
I
you
don't
say
care.
that?
I have one last one because you just chimed in.
Okay. Who is it?
Okay. And then we're going to find out why Amber says she's red
Yeah.
flag. Kayla Holland, I love her, and I can't believe that she chimed in, so I'm definitely giving you a shout out. And she's out of the Paso area, Paso Robles,
Okay.
wine country. And this is so true. You never meet their friends.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's a big one.
But you know what? I don't like introducing guys to my friends right away, which I did this last
so
time.
what's your time frame on that?
I need to meet your friends before. That's been my thing, but I didn't do that with Mr. Vegas. So
You didn't meet his friends.
I don't feel like he had any friends.
I don't feel like he had any
Okay,
friends
that's
either.
a red flag. That's
He
a
was
red
always
flag.
with his family, his brothers, his dad.
Yeah,
which is
brother,
cool.
dad.
That's cool. Family
But you
is
need to have
cool.
some friends.
Yes.
Some.
Right, and it's like, well, what are you doing? You know what I mean? That's why that didn't work out. But, and mind you, never mind. I'm not going to spill those beans. But, yeah, so I just feel like I want a guy that has, like, friends.
Yes.
And then once I meet your friends, you can meet my friends.
Because if they have friends, that means they're doing something.
Right, and it's not like, what do you got going on?
You're not their only entertainment.
Right.
And why do you say you're a red flag?
Because it's my way or the highway.
That's
No,
that's
you know,
the
I used to
alpha
be
in
really mean to guys. Like my best friend would be like, you better be nice to this one. And I'm like, I am
you. I
nice.
used to hear that from my friends
Yeah.
too.
I'm like, I am nice. I'm always nice. And so
In your own eyes.
in my own eyes. No, but I really, when I was dating we'll just say Mr. Vegas because I'm not going to say his name.
Right.
I communicated very well, and I feel like I was being nice, and it's like
I thought you were being nice.
I totally thought I was being nice and communicating, and it's like I'm telling you what's bothering me, and it's like repetitive.
Right.
We have a problem, Houston.
Right. I want to give a shout out to, because I just have my friend, her name's Sherry White. She's my friend from Oklahoma that came and visited. She said, inconsistency, bad mouthing their ex, too much too soon. After my last relationship, I have a pretty long list of red flags I missed and or chose to ignore. I'll probably be single forever because now I see all the red flags. And then I also want to say a little something. I posted something on my Facebook asking for red flags. My friends are fuck sticks. You guys are fuck sticks, okay? Victor, if he's sitting at the corner of the Old Town Saloon. Erin, if she has semen on her chin after a night out with the girls. My friend Gary said so many red flags over the years, and most of them were married. And then my one really good friend, Ron Salcido, or if they're a bartender, huge red flag, but then all bad. A good time, but all bad. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Rude.
I think there's a stigma.
I think it's worse to be the girl going to the bar than the
Right.
bartender.
Right. I think that bartenders have a stigma, though. And I feel like, for me, being in this world of bartending, it's not the girls. It's the guys that bring that stigma upon because they're out being male whores. I've heard many, many stories about bartenders, and 90% of them were dudes.
Yeah. Because
And
I
men
said,
fuck anything. Remember that,
Right.
ladies.
Yeah.
Right.
Most men, there is good ones out there, but
Yeah, and if he's giving you shots and your friend shots, it's because he wants to do ya. And it's not because he wants to be, in a relationship with you.
oh, I have a quick story about it going out in San Jose. I walked in with a bunch of friends. There wasn't like a whole lot going on. It was still early. This bartender in a downtown San Jose, he was like, oh, he liked me or whatever. And so then he was giving me free drinks. And he's like, well, what are you doing after this? I'm all, I don't know. So I'm like totally flirting with him. And so I actually gave him my real number. Because nowadays you have to give the real number because they're like, put it in their phone and they call you
right away.
They call you right away. So I'm like, it's almost 2:00. And I'm like, girls, we got to get the fuck out of here because this guy's getting off of work. I got to go. So he was blowing up my phone and I just had to end up blocking him.
You didn't think maybe he was giving you free drinks because he wanted to...
Oh, I knew what he was doing and I was playing along with
all
it.
right. You're like, I'll take those free
Yeah.
drinks and I'll give you my phone number and then I'll block you, bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what you got to do.
I mean,
that's the way it is.
and I'm going to tell you guys, when
Hate
I
the
come
player-
across
don't hate the player,
San
hate the
Jose
game.
fake profile, I'm going to show you guys what that looks like.
I do believe you because I do see a lot from San Jose, but I also think that a lot of them might be real too. But San Jose is right now, it's a little too... My problem is it's too far. It's not too far for me. It's too far right now because I work on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So I have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Like, unless you want me to come there, like I said before, my best chance is a fireman, a policeman, a doctor, or a bartender. But I
Yeah.
also do not want to date a bartender. And that sounds terrible coming from me, but it's the stigma that comes along with it. I know I'm not that way, but I know 90% of the male bartenders are that way. I hear their stories because I'm in the industry.
yeah.
definitely.
So I don't believe,
So how are we going to end this episode about red flags?
Roger that.
Fuck, mic drop.
Mic drop.
Somebody come save everybody. I mean,
Exactly.
truth be known, we're all full of red flags, but we also have a ton of green flags too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
everybody has some sort of red flag,
Yes.
especially at this point in life, right?
Right.
Yeah.
If you don't,
Just
I mean, I'm
what do they
her
say?
problem.
What's that little thing? Like, we're both all a little crazy. It's just finding your same crazy.
finding
Yes.
your same crazy. Yeah.
Finding somebody you're willing to put up with.
Yeah.
That's
Be
what
a
it
good
is.
human. That is all I want. Be a good human.
And most of all, have common sense.
Yes.
Yes.
It's so lacked.
Yes.
In
And
these
it's not
days.
something you can buy.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
You're either born with it or you're not.
Yes.
So, well, it was a good episode, ladies.
Sure was.
Yes, ma'am.
So with that, I'm going to say Roger that.
Roger that.
Roger that.
Soundstripe.